Cinnabon baby. He knows that Daddy has the treat bag, doesn't he? Yes, Daddy has to say goodbye because I'm going to be going to Las Vegas. Have you ever been there before? The city that never sleeps, I guess? I don't know. Maybe that's New York. I'm not really sure, Little Boo. Is that the right city? Have you ever been to Nevada? I would love to go to Area 51, specifically Site 4 or S4, assuming it's still in operation. However, I don't have the security clearance to go there, Little Boo. Or the connections. So instead, I'm just going to hang out in the city. All right, Little Boo. I hope you behave yourself while Daddy's gone. Oh, it should be a fun time. There's only a few things I actually want to do. And the reason I'm going is because a friend of mine is getting married next year. There you go. And he's having his bachelor party there. So I'll probably not be as crazy as most people in Vegas. I'm not a gambler. And then I'm sure there's a lot of sightseeing and restaurants and drinks and all kinds of fun times to be had. And I'm going to stay over in a pyramid, Little Boo. Have you been in a pyramid before? Oh, that means you have. Oh, you had secrets from Daddy. Yes, it's an alien gas station, I think, Little Boo Bear. The Luxor, huh, Little Boo? Yes. So that'll be interesting, but I'm sure it'll be a fun time. And I'll go ahead and take you on the journey. Oh, Little Boo. No, I'm sorry I can't take you, though, Little Boo Bear. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like the airplane. No. And I know you only like to fly Spirit. I'm flying Delta. Oh, I know. I want to be there on time, Little Boo. Yeah. And untouched. Anywho, Little Boo Bear, I'm going to miss you. You're going to miss your daddy? I'll be back, though, in a jiffy. Yes. What a good baby. Oh, he's going to hide in his little place of business. He's like, a daddy's not around. I might as well work. Yeah. All right, bye, Cinnabon baby. I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you a lot. I'm sure you'll miss your daddy, but I'll be back. I don't know if there's any souvenirs there that you like, but I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I'll get you something, okay? I promise. I'll find something for you. Even if it's a magnet or something like that, or a sticker. Yeah, we'll figure it out. He already has a cat house, doesn't he, Little Boo? So he doesn't need one of those. This one over here. What else do you want me to look at, Little Boo, when I'm there? Is there any destinations? Maybe an Elvis Presley impersonator? Get a picture taken or something like that? We'll figure something out. What you doing in that, Little Boo? What you doing? Daddy's got to go ahead and start packing, okay? Can you help Daddy pack? Well, he already has a little bit. Haven't you, Little Boo? You're a nice little helper monkey. Aw, with a little pink nose. You still open for business, Little Boo? Or you got customers in there you're waiting to leave? What you doing over there, Little Boo? Whoa, oh boy, it's a little red chipmunk tail. Boop. Is that your little platform? Your little transporter? Do you want me to come back with some Element 115, Little Boo? Oh, I could get in trouble for that, huh? It has many isotopes, doesn't it, Little Boo? Hi, little baby. Daddy just wants to say goodbye, okay? One last time before I actually go. I know you're probably getting sick of it. Well, Daddy loves you. You know that, right? I'll be back later. Bye, sweetheart. You'll be fine, Little Boo Bear. First stop is Minneapolis. Interesting artistic depiction of Cinnabon here. We're in Minneapolis. It's a big airport for a big city. We have arrived. And now the festivities begin. We made it. In case you're not sure what this place is, they make it pretty clear.
Pinball just started.
This machine is pretty sweet, except that it's over. The legendary Jurassic Park is down. We got this legendary machine. Play this one next. Apollo 13. This one you can get 13 ball. The right flipper is limp. Yeah, so we're not going so hot right now. This one wasn't too bad. This one started out fun, but it glitched out on me and kind of died mid-game and came back. And no more credits. This one is okay, but what is up with the Scooby-Doo thing in a Jurassic Park pinball? This is my favorite machine so far. It's the one they advertised in the front. Palm trees get me every time. Very cool. Cinnabon. I don't know, what do you think about these? You probably love scratching at this. Look at all those palm trees in the background. Kind of a weird spot right now. But I think we're just gonna walk around and see where fate takes me today. We got a fleet, look at that. Probably gonna recover some UAPs. Huh, so if you meet that special person in Vegas, you can conveniently get married right on the spot. Look at that thing. I think it's telling the aliens that there's a gas station or something for them to refuel their, what do they call those, reactors? That's got to be the coolest McDonald's sign I've seen. Got the pyramid coming up here. Wonder if it makes the aliens that built the ones in Egypt look bad. Just teasing. That's a pretty sweet looking building. As is that one. What a marvel. Very interesting. They got a sphinx. Pretty sweet. Pretty sure Cinnabon would say those should be lions. Pretty interesting place. Somebody asked me if I got a light, and I said, I do, I have a flashlight. I don't think that's what they meant. Just kidding, I didn't say anything. That's more like it. Pretty sweet. I didn't realize that Egypt had such a reach. Impressive. Wow, that's pretty cool. This is what the inside of a pyramid looks like, apparently. Wow. Let's see if you see Brendan Fraser. Haha. Wow, look at that. I just watched that movie. Oh, here we go. We're in the center of the pyramid. It does. When I was here when I was a kid, I was in that one because they did like Cinnabon would love this place so there's no other people in there. Look at that. That's just wild. We shall see. For the year. What an interesting tree. Look at that. That is incredible. Cinnabon would love climbing this because he could do it pretty easily with that bark. Here we are. What's up? They just got like... Okay, perfect. Enjoy it, okay? I will. Thank you so much. Uh-oh, it's Bean, or maybe Clyde. Not a bad view from the hotel room. Definitely ready to play more pinball later. Almost like Cinnabon. These magnets, that's wild. Got banana magnets, donut magnets. Wow. We found Cinnabon, but not the one I want. They got helicopters everywhere around here. Excalibur. Beautiful mountains too. There's a lot to do here. You guys having fun so far?
Oh yeah.
Wow, I didn't know we were in New York. We have Cinnabon's real daddy back there. Usually if somebody wants to give you an autograph without even asking who they are, it's usually not good.
Well, I think he's just trying to get the word out, you know, like,
Oh.
I'm going to be famous, hey, you.
Okay, that's cool. Did not know that was here. Magnavox Odyssey 2 style.
Lambo behind the van there.
Oh, I see it.
Wow. Uh-huh. Jimmy G. I don't know, I like that.
Oh, look at the baby.
So take the photographs and still brings in your mind, hanging on a shelf of good health and good time.
Look at this thing. It's wild. The beam that goes up, palm trees. It's another hot day in Vegas. Hey, baby. It's like a dark gray kitty.
Yeah.
Hey, kitty. Do you know my son Cinnabon? It's like a blue Russian almost. I wonder if it like lives at the Pinball Museum.
It's got to.
Probably maintains the machines, gets into those hard to reach places. These newer Bond games are really cool. And look, they're inclusive.
Player one, you're up.
Yep, I know. Well, George Lazenby too. Dr. No's probably one of the best ones I've played. This one's pretty cool too. This one is old school. I will say, a lot of these machines are not turned on. When they say they're not turned on, they're not working or they don't want you to play them. It's a little messy. It's not like what I've seen in other videos, but it's still a lot of fun. There's still many, many fun machines to play. And it's a non-profit, so, you know, that's how it is. All right, looking forward to this one. Of course, the one I wanted to play most of all is Out of Commission. Maybe next time. This is a good one. These two machines are really cool. That was a fun one.
Ooh, got a ball.
That is a good, different take on
There you
pinball.
go.
Wow. It's pretty dark towards the end of the field, but it is kind of cool. I'm guessing this is a sequel to the game next to it, the Attack from Mars. Oh, see, it has a weird flipper. Yeah, see, that's not supposed to happen. Uh-oh.
Yep.
I do like the screen though, how it's interactive. Like, there's a point where the aliens come up on the screen and you have to like shoot them with the ball, and that's kind of cool. See, that's a problem. The other one in here is messed up too. The audio's not even working really on the other one, and it seems even darker. So I don't know if it's a maintenance thing or. Cool artwork though. Yeah, you can like shoot those dudes and they'll happy. It's pretty
Oh,
wild.
it's so interesting.
It is wild, yeah. It's I'm guessing the late 90s, early 2000s.
The screen, or the guys, they hang over their broadcast, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Go over the flipper.
Oh yeah, that's
great.
not good. Not a good feature, as they say.
Yeah.
It definitely needs a little TLC.
You're right, yeah, this should be lit up. I bet you it's easier to see even with the TV screen.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, it's a little too dark.
Yeah.
It's a get another ball though. Yeah, that's annoying. The Apollo 13 here is also like that. The flipper's really weak, which sucks because that's a fun game. This one's fun too. Played that one once or twice. Oh, see if we match. I matched only one so far, and it was a newer TMNT. The Jersey Jack Wizard of Oz is also really cool. It's a little wider, and there's like mini fields inside of the fields where you can play. Huge screen, really cool. It's the first Jersey Jack I've played that I know of. Pretty sweet. Wow.
You can choose the elephant you get to eat. Oh my god.
Wow.
I think that elephant.
Uh-oh. Harambe. Hey, rest in peace. Yeah, I don't know if Cinnabon would like that. There we go. They got a mummy cat on this sign. Interesting. Lots of pinballs to be played. Too bad this one's not working. Cinnabon would probably like this one if it wasn't noisy. This one was pretty cool too, except the music isn't working, but it's still fun. Uh-oh, looks like the kitty got caught. This one's pretty cool. Woo, I made it on the board. This is a fun game. Probably my favorite game of this whole board. My uncle has this one too. And so does Cinnabon's uncle. Look, Cinnabon got right behind me. Can you believe that? This is a very fun game.
He's not a bad dude as far as you make your beat his ass. He's fucking scared.
Oh, that is cool. Too bad it's closed. Gotta have a Coke if you're in Atlanta. We're back. Let's check in with Cinnabon, see how he's doing. Right where I left it. Are you happy Daddy's home, little Pooh Bear? I'll tell you about my trip tomorrow. Could have a nice slumber party with Daddy now, huh? Are you happy Daddy's back, little Pooh Bear? Hmm? He didn't seem to really act like I was gone for very long. Is that because Claudia spoiled you, little Pooh Bear? Yes. Oh, what a good baby. I noticed when I was cutting the grass before I left for Vegas, I saw that tree finally fell. Yes, it did. Let's go check it out, little boo. Flew back in last night. My layover was in Atlanta. Oh, the mosquitoes are still here. I thought they'd be gone by the time I come back. Oh boy, at least they didn't follow me into the desert. But on the way back, there was a spider that repelled from the ceiling on the airplane into my lap, which is really weird, but only so much you could do on an airplane, right, little boo? Yes. Oh, careful, there's a bunch of turds right there. I don't know if it took out that pine tree, but that's perfect. That's a good spot for that, just to rot. Yeah, it hurt that tree pretty good, didn't it? Ooh, little baby. I believe that's an old elm tree. Finally gave up the ghost, huh, little boo? Speaking of ghosts, what's interesting is the Luxor Hotel, and I didn't know this until well after I was out of there, but apparently it's one of the most haunted, if not the most haunted hotel in Vegas. In hindsight, after reading that, and later you'll understand why, but a lot of things clicked after reading that it was haunted. It was really quite interesting. I had a headache when I first got there, and I think that was because of the plane ride, but what's weird is at the hotel, there was a little bit of a dark feeling in there, and it was an amazing hotel. It was a pyramid. It was really beautiful inside and out. It's from 1993, I think, so really not that old. And when we would walk out of our hotel room, which was on the 6th floor, inside of the pyramid area, he would walk out and you would just see this amazing view. And the first night I had a feeling of wanting to leave, kind of just wanted to go home, and that went away. And the next few days was great. Just felt a little more, I guess, normal. Maybe I just got used to it. But you still felt, every time you would wake up and look out there, it was just this weird feeling. And I guess I'll just skip right to the ghost story, if you will. I had a dream, which is very vivid, which happens occasionally. These trails are pretty thick back here, buddy. And in the dream, there was a young, probably in her 20s, blonde hair woman. And I remember talking to her. I don't know specifically what we talked about. It was just like a normal conversation, but she had a very dark energy and something that was almost like repulsive, like you just didn't want to be around them. And that's pretty much it. I just remember talking to someone like that who was attractive, but they just had something that you just knew there was something off about them. And later that same night, it might have been before, I can't remember, but I had a dream where it was like a flying dream where you're flying around, except this time I was flying around that area, like Vegas, and I would fly up really fast, super fast, and before you know it, you're almost in space. And in my dream, I remember flying up so high that I couldn't breathe, where there's no oxygen. So I was having trouble breathing in the dream. So I would go lower and then to be able to breathe again. And then shortly after that, I think I woke up. It was almost like a real conversation with that woman, and the flying, of course, you wake up and know that was a dream because it was ridiculous. But I was reading a lot about what happened. Apparently, a lot of people would have dreams or even see a young blonde-haired woman and then would also have trouble breathing. They would felt like they were being choked. And that is basically a combination of what occurred. Sounds like there's a deer back there, little boo. Gotta be careful. So that was pretty eerie because I had no knowledge of that story. I'd never read it or watched it before. It just happened. Yeah, we'll cut across here, buddy. Good idea. And so I don't know. That was kind of weird. That kind of got chills when I was reading the story because that was my encounter. And it just happened. I mean, it's a pretty weird coincidence having a very vivid dream, which I don't very regularly, with a blonde hair young woman, attractive, who was something wrong with her, like dark or whatever. And then a dream the same night where I had trouble breathing. So that was pretty weird. And the other place that was really cool was the Titanic exhibit. It's a permanent exhibit that's been there since 2008. And they actually have artifacts, including people's personal belongings, on display. I'm going to show a few pictures of it, but not too much because I don't want to spoil it. It was a pretty, no pun intended, like deep experience. It was a little emotional because so many people died that night, and you felt that. You really felt it when you're there. Oh, and I think there were some cats on the Titanic too, my friend, and dogs too. Yes, sure were. Oh, baby. But yeah, that's something I highly recommend. And you could even go there without even having a room at the Luxor. You can just walk in, buy the ticket for the next showing. And I highly recommend that experience. It was pretty incredible. And apparently that area, which again I read after I was there, the Titanic exhibit is haunted as well. They've even had paranormal experts go in there. I didn't see anything while I was there, but there had been talks of people seeing something on the stairwell, which is, we were in that room, but again, I didn't see anything. But however, you did feel kind of like you not being watched, but you felt like there was someone more than just who was there, because it wasn't that busy, but there were other people there where you'd walk up to an exhibit. Basically, most of them were glass boxes or shelves. There are oftentimes other people that want to see the same thing you did, so you kind of felt like they were there, so you'd move out of the way. But some of the time, you would turn around and there would be no one there, which is kind of weird. Like, there was a few times where I thought one of my friends went there with two friends, and you felt like maybe they were right next to you, so you'd move over or just look to see. And sometimes, probably more times than not, there was actually nobody there. And that was something that people said that they experienced too. We went to the Blue Man group. That was pretty interesting. My friends liked it more than I did. I enjoyed it, but it was a little creepy. And there was some audience participation, which I'm not too keen on. And we were front row, which is cool. But the coolest thing about that whole Blue Man group thing, at least the show we saw, was the music. That they were all extremely talented. And there was people that were more behind the scenes with like glowing outfits that were playing drums and guitars. And they were all great musicians, including the Blue Man people. But that was a little creepy. There were some stunts and things like that. But overall, a cool place to visit. People that say that Vegas is a 2-day or whatever 3-day place to be are right. I mean, after a couple days, you feel a little overwhelmed. So sometimes we would just find ourselves just going back to the hotel for maybe half an hour to take a nice breather. But we did a lot of walking around the city. The Luxor is connected to the Mandalay Bay, I think they call it, and also Excalibur. So we walked, and there's so much to do. You could really just stay in the Luxor and really have everything you need. Lots of bars and restaurants. It is expensive. It was a good time. The food was good. I don't think I had bad food at all. They had like this $50 breakfast buffet, which is really expensive, but and you're in Vegas. I spent more than I wanted to, but it was a good time. Enough chit chat. That was pretty much it. I can't think of any other stuff, and that's pretty much all the weird ghost stuff. If I go back there, I'm definitely going to stay at the same hotel to see if anything else happens. I learned that most of the stuff happens, I was told, on the 6th and 12th floor, or excuse me, the 10th and 12th. What was it? I think it was the 12th. I don't remember. But we were on the 6th floor. Maybe it was the 10th floor. Cinnabon, you're going pretty deep, but I want to try to do a little more research into it and then go there again. Friends of mine for years who are more traveled said I'd probably enjoy Vegas, and they're right, I certainly did. Expensive though. You gotta definitely bring money, bring some cash with you. Some of the shows we went to, we couldn't pay with cards because they had a hack recently. Just goes to show you always gotta have some cash with you on a little bit, especially in Vegas. I did gamble once just to say I did, and I put $5 in a slot machine, and I lost that in no time at all. But I made up for it later because somebody gave me from the street. I passed out a card with $5 off on the Titanic exhibit. So I kind of made up for that with that. But it was $5. It was interesting. I felt bad for a lot of the people there because you could tell people had issues and they were just sitting on those machines, just pushing buttons, you know. Casinos aren't built to support winners, right? There was smoking inside. Everywhere people were smoking. The ventilation was pretty impressive, so it wasn't terrible. But the smoking and drinking everywhere. Didn't have too many unsafe experiences as far as me thinking there was somebody out to get me, because you run into that in cities. It was a couple homeless situations where you could see there's homeless people, which is in most cities. They had a fairly heavy police and security presence, which is to be expected, and especially in the hotel. That Luxor hotel did have some deaths when it was being constructed, and also had some suicides and other murders and things like that, which probably contributes to the dark feeling. And they also have the human bodies exhibit there, which we did not go to. That would have creeped us out a little bit too much. Little Cinnabon looks like he's on top of a pyramid. It was cool. It was pretty surreal, the whole experience. One other weird thing that we had happen is while we were walking around, it was 3 of us, we were in sort of it was like a tunnel or passageway type thing. It's kind of weird. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but there was kind of a sketchy looking dude in there, and he asked us if he wanted to buy some Coke, and he was not talking about the beverage, which was interesting. And there's so many reasons not to want to buy anything from anybody there, especially an illegal drug. So we said no thanks and kept on going. And you have to be a little careful out there. There's people that will approach you trying to sell something. There's people that try to scam you into buying their music and crap like that. Just kind of be aware of your surroundings like anywhere. It was a good time. Happy to be back, and then I gotta pluck all them birds out, little Boo Bear. Yeah. That's pretty much the trip in a summary. So thank you for watching this. What I'm sure is going to be a very long video. Had a good time. I'm sure I'll probably go back. Might be. Oh, you just stepped in a bunch of mushrooms, little boo. Nasty. I'll wash your feet later. But happy to be back. There's no place like home. No place like your own bed. I was going to spend one more night in Vegas with my friends, but I decided not to. Just go to the airport. Met some cool people at the airport bars, which is fun. The people in Nevada are really nice too. They're all from all over the country, but everyone there is pretty cool. If someone's being overly friendly or overly flirtatious, just keep an eye out. You gotta use good judgment with a lot of stuff. Look at all those birds, little boo. But there's also a lot of cool people there that just want to chat. Met some people from the UK. Met a nice couple, Jackie and Evan from Montana. There's a few strangers that sat next to me. There's a nurse from LA, which is pretty cool. I don't remember most of the people's names, but a couple US Marines, younger guys. They were talking about Call of Duty, the video game. And I played that over 10 years ago. And they just kind of, they're just nice. Like, hey man, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, and I'm like, heard you guys talking about Call of Duty. So I'm like old school. I used to play Call of Duty, the old versions. They probably are used to the newer ones. So I kind of told them all the OG old school stuff about Call of Duty. It was kind of cool. So, oh, you got a little thing on your nose, little boo. You got so many bears. There's been a little resurgence of ticks. So we're kind of keeping an eye on that too. Little boo-boo. Little baby bear. No place like home, huh, you little sphinx? We gotta give you your catnip present. We'll have to do that later, okay? We'll do that tonight, all right? That'll be a fun little way to wrap this video up, huh? You got so many birds, my friend. I gotta pick it off. Anyway, we'll tune back in and we'll see how Cinnabon likes his little catnip treat. Can I take you with me next time, little Boo Bear? I'm sure you'd hate it. But there was a lot of cool cat stuff at the museum. Yeah. Museum. It felt like a museum. At the hotel I met. Most of the mosquitoes are gone now, huh, little Boo? There's a few out there, but not as many as there were. And also, I forgot to say, the pinball place was probably my favorite place. I spent hours there. I went there probably 3 or 4 times through the 3 or 4 days I was there. So almost every day. And there were a couple kitties in there. I only saw one, but my friend saw another one. He said the other one that I didn't see was a fat cat. So Cinnabon maybe would have liked it there. Daddy got something for the baby. Ooh, look what Daddy got for the baby. Ooh. Daddy's got to take it apart. Okay, got to take the staples out. But doesn't that look like the baby? It's like a Willie Nelson Cinnabon. Yes, it is. What's the back have? Looks like a greyhound, little Boo. Look, it's organic. Yes. Oops. Oh, he likes it. Let me open it first. Okay, I guess he's going to take care of that. You going to pull the staples out, little Boo? I'll do it for you, okay? Look, little Boo, no more cardboard. That's all you, little Boo. Here, take it. Take it. You can have it. It's for you to mess up. Oh, boy. You make the silly noises. Yeah, little baby. Whoa, whoa, gotta be careful. He gets a little feisty at catnip, don't you, little Boo? Yes, he does. Oh, my goodness. You're going to tear it up. You going to tear it up, little Boo? Oh, she loves it. I'm not going to try to take it away again. No. Oh, boy. I'm going to rip my face off, little Boo. I'm going to rip Daddy's face off. Here. There you go. Making little sounds. Oh, I think he likes it. I think the baby likes it. Oh, yes, he does. Here. Here's another one. Just kidding, it's the same one. This is wet now. Oh, the cat saliva. Here. Got a little hitchhiker. Oh. Are you done with it already? It looks so much like it, except this one has this complete ear. Oh, yeah. I think he likes it. Is that your favorite, little Boo? I can't believe I found something so cool for the baby. I don't think I find anything for him. Oh, looks like it got stuck in his mouth for a second. Yes. Okay, here. I think he's about had enough of that. Oh, you think I got treats? That's all I got for now, little Boo. And catnip. And catnip pouch for the baby. Thank you all so much for watching and virtually joining us, or me rather, and my friends, on the Vegas trip. No place like home, huh, little Boo? That's for darn sure. So, no, Boo, do you want to say bye-bye? He's too busy tending to his tail. Try to sneak this in there. Oh, boy. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.